Hello friends, this is Growl, and welcome to Wafflecat Weekly number 30, where we open our boxes, talk about the affixes, talk about what's going on. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed some of the new videos. We're back to releasing videos. Wafflecat Weekly is no longer where we lament about how we wish we uploaded, because now we're uploading, and now it looks like Alpha's on the horizon. All signs pointing to this week. So very, very excited for that. Well, I'm excited if I can get in. And if I can't, then I hate everybody. But for now, let's open our boxes. It's going to be a little bit of a slow week, although we do have a mega box on our priest. So if we do end up trying to go for 4K IO before the season ends, hopefully we can juice up some gear for that. But I have no sound. All right, our monk with bracers. We will collect our 2 tokens for the week on our poor monk, as we still sit at 270 item level. We did actually, okay, we transmogged, we went with the Tiger Panda. We also bought a couple Legos, so this is the first week where our monk has double Legos, which is, again, a little bit disappointing for poor Prodigy, but oh well. Let's go on to the next one. I believe every character only has 1 vault slot, so this late into the season, not big hopes on getting something good. But we'll try and run it down and see what we get anyways. Let's see. Our Druid, 275, but our items aren't too great. Not to get anybody's hopes up on the Druid here, but at least he'll be ready to play next season. Oh, wow. Haste verse avoidance offhand. Do I have a weapon? I don't even have a weapon. I already have a haste verse offhand. I don't really want the tokens either. I guess the 2 tokens will give me a socket. I mean, in a world where I play my druid, I might grab this because I want to get the Rygolon weapon, but unfortunately, I don't think Rygolon weapon is in my druid's future. So we will just take the tokens and maybe grab a socket with it. Let's see. Onto our paladin, which we have not renamed yet. I believe our guild is moving servers, so I'm trying not to do any weird stuff on my account right now, since I may have to move my guys and transfer names or whatever. It's kind of why my paladin has been sitting with this name for so long. And okay, we got love how this is just a regular thing now with the tiers ahead sign by the weekly vault on reset. Love to see that. All right, let's see what our paladin gets. We got a 278 helmet. We already have one of those. We will take tokens. I feel like tokens are a big reason to fill out your vault more, because getting 2 tokens is kind of junky. Doesn't really get you too much. Although both our druid and our paladin had 4 tokens already, so we can get a socket out of those. Check our shaman. Honestly, I've even been playing my priest in halls sometimes instead of shaman. My shaman kind of got benched, although one part of me wants to try and go for the title on my shaman, just, you know, for fun to have multiple characters above it. But also part of me doesn't want to keep raising the title's Mythic Plus rating to make it harder for everybody else, since there's not really a benefit for me having 2 characters there. Although I think I'm barely in it right now. Maybe we can sneak a theater or something to juice us up. Anyway, let's open the vault. I think we only have 1 on this guy, even though usually I try and get more. We got gloves that are haste verse. I like these. I will grab these in favor of our crit mastery gloves. Getting a nice chunk of verse. Bam. Cool. Okay, so moving stats around, at least we get 1 item so far. Alright, now time for the priest. Like I said, our priest has triple mythic raid and triple M+. We did also kill jailer, so we have a chance at the jailer offhand, which we would like. And we still need the chest from Rygolon, I think, and the wrists from Lords of Dread. So that's our shopping list right now. Mostly need stuff from the last 3 bosses. Let's check our loot spec. We are on Shadow. And here we go. And of course, always looking for avoidance gear too. Oh, okay. What do we got here? Let's start with all the stuff on the bottom so we know it's bad. Helm with a socket. Not doing much for us. Shoulders. Not doing much for us. And helm. No, not the same helm. Here we have this weapon. And we don't want this. We have an offhand, which we will probably take. Unless... Oh, I was hoping this had avoidance on it. Because I do already have these gloves, I believe. So I think we take the offhand, and we're pretty happy about it. Although not the ideal stats, you don't mind a little bit of mastery, and also that item level I think makes a big difference. So we will yoink this, and somehow we managed to get another upgrade on our priest, which is cool. Let us equip this. Boom. 278, a little more item level. We will say we'll go like this. We'll fix our equipment sets. So we'll go like this, then we'll save. Go like this. Save. I won't touch the avoidance one. Bam. Okay, so we're pretty... Our priest is about as juiced as you can get now. 285 Rygalon weapon and the jailer offhand. We have a mythic reservoir, an elegy with avoidance, the crafted ring, an Anduin ring. We'd like to have a mythic Anduin ring or a heroic one with tertiary. Admittedly, I've been pretty lazy. I could have been farming heroic probably every single week, but I almost never do heroic Anduin. And a few pieces we'd like are this one. We still have 272 socketed bracers. We'd love to have something better. What's unfortunate is, so if I throw bracers into the creation catalyst, I actually get haste verse. So if I would have ever gotten any bracers all season with avoidance, leech, or speed, I could have catalyzed them and equipped them. But I don't think I've gotten a single pair of any bracers from Mythic Plus with tertiary, which might say sounds silly, but I play the game a lot. Okay, let's look at the affixes this week. So, Fortified, Raging, Explosive, Encrypted. First of all, before we comment, let's look at what's going on for the rest of the season. You can see I'm in MDT for Lower Kara. Looking forward to Season 4. Okay, so the affixes we have here. So this week is this fort week. The next fort week coming up is... Spiteful, Necrotic, Fortified, and then I believe Season 3 is over. So this is going to be, I would say, the better fort week, although this fort week is still a little bit frustrating. Raging Fortified is a little bit scary. However, there isn't much that the tank has to worry about other than Raging Fortified. So the tank is just really focused on this. You want to save defensives and stuns and stuff for the end of the pull. And the big one is Explosive, and this is for the most part a healer mechanic. The higher up you go, if you're in pugs or whatever, everybody should probably contribute, just because like you probably don't want to have that much faith in one player to just let explosives go off and not worry about them. It's probably not going to end well in a pug, but in an organized setting, yeah, this is mostly a healer job. So one thing I do is have a mouse over macro for Shadow Word Pain, or any other button. It's very simple. Just cast that mouse over Shadow Word Pain, and I'll do that with every healer that has an instant cast spell for explosives. That way it's just much faster. I don't have to change my target, and I can just point and click or point and shoot in honor of yesterday's Better Call Saul episode. And yeah, so I would highly recommend if you're a healer, you get that set up. Have a mouse over button and just click on explosives. I would say this week pushing is doable, but it's probably going to be a bit frustrating. Let's look at the weekly quest too. Not that we care too much about these anymore. Okay, so the weekly quest is arenas. And yeah, that's about it. Let's look at a score. Is there any fortified keys that we really need this week? I think 29 theater, doable but difficult. Man, look at these keys that I need to get 4K. People are like, are you going to push to 4K? Dude, 30 halls, 30 streets, 30 mists, 30. I just got to get all these 30s. Holy moly. Well, I got my work cut out for me. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. As for content, so I have a few more pieces that I want to put out related to season 3. I have a little coaching video that I think I'm gonna do probably tomorrow. I just want to get any season 3 content out as fast as I can. And the hope is that either tomorrow or Thursday is when the alpha comes out. So as soon as alpha comes out, I'm just going to get right in there and see what's available, see what trees are available, and start aiming my content towards alpha stuff. Then I assume probably by the end of the month, things are going to slow down a little bit with that, and I can get back to doing a few season 4 vids. I want to do like a TLDR, just a simple, not like full out dungeon guides, but just some simple like, hey, look out for these mechanics, and these are things you have to worry about for some of the dungeons if you plan on playing season 4. And also, hopefully, we'll be playing Great Push as well. So that's what's on my horizon. I think that can wrap up the video. I hope you guys have good luck in your vaults as well. If there's any other items you need, don't forget, I think I mentioned this in the last video, but I believe this is going to be the last chance that you have in order to unlock portals to any of the Season 3 or Shadowlands dungeons. So if you don't have these portals on a guy, and you know you either like to transmog farm or you just like to collect stuff or whatever, you know, try and get on the grind, get those plus 20s timed. And with that, I will leave you. Good luck again in your vaults, and happy keying, friends.